Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. As I told you before in the first video, I was not following this whole Klansman gang trial, Blackman on trial stuff until now. So I'm going to back up and compile all the information of what has been going on in this trial so far, so you have a full understanding and try to break it down to the best of my ability. Please follow the videos. So, there is a witness. A crown witness, someone who was deeply involved in the gang, who has turned against the gang allegedly, and is now busting out everybody's secret, like when scandal bag overload and bust up a roadside and all the things them drop out. Him does a tell pan everybody. It is not him only, it is two witnesses. Here is one of them. But the main thing that people are asking is, well, why is this witness telling all this? Is it a personal thing? As in, is this person hoping that they will one day become the leader of this organization, this gang? Or is this a case of them wanting to do good? As the witness is now claiming that they are telling all these secrets because they want to do good for Jamaica. They want to help to clean up the country. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. It's the same way those mafia guys end up killing 35, 45 people for their mafia bosses. And then when they're caught by the FBI and whoever else, then they testify in court against everybody. But a condition of their testimony is that they must tell on themselves as well. Give us everything and we will make sure you don't get 100 years in prison. And then they would stroke a deal. They would broker a deal and they would say, well, you're not making sure I get 100, but I don't want you to give me 50 either. You're going to have to come down significantly off that time. And I'll give you everything. I'll hand over the whole organization to you. I'll tell you what the boss said, when the boss said to do it, how many hits I did, exactly how I did them, all this other stuff. And they're like, okay, for the 35 bodies that you did, we'll give you 25 years if you give us everything. And after you get out, we'll put you in a witness protection program. That sounds like a sweet deal for somebody that killed 35 people, right? All right. So in my mind, I'm thinking these witnesses definitely have a motive. Anyhow, to get you to a closer understanding of what is going on. So, shout out to pressread.com. The attorney for Andre Blackman, Brian, the accused leader of the feared Klansman gang, yesterday painted the Crown's key witness as a lying desperado who turned prosecution witness to escape facing the music for his own role in the St. Catherine-based gang. Confronting witness 2 yesterday, this is witness 2, confronting witness 2 yesterday afternoon, after the Crown had wrapped up its evidence in chief from him, attorney Lloyd McFarlane paused and said that the self-styled businessman, who had been freed of the charges against him as part of the criminal organization when he was arrested in 2018 with other gang members, had offered evidence against his own gang back then in 2018 in order to have the case against himself dismissed. This is what the attorney bust out in court yesterday, that you did testify against them in 2018 when you got held. You gave up information, and in exchange for the information is how you got your charges dismissed. That assertion, however, was rejected by the witness because the witness is maintaining that his decision to testify was not because he wanted less time in prison or want to excuse himself from it, but was because he wanted to help Jamaica. Now, this is not witness number 1. Witness number 1 has implicated himself in murders. You guys are going to have to pay attention to these series. This is series part number 2. Witness number 1 already said he carried out killings. That's not this witness. This witness was actually known as a businessman. This witness wasn't doing no killings. I will reveal the role of this witness further on into this. Just keep on listening. You gave statements to the police in January of 2020 also. So the attorney came back at him now. So this would be Blackman's attorney. Blackman's attorney is saying to this Crown witness, boy, you've been testifying against your own gang for the longest. You're an informer and you always give away information on them just so you could get lesser charges or have your charges on you dropped. Talk the truth. We have record of you doing it in 2018 and we have record of you doing it in 2020 again, and you got let go on all those times, right? Were you doing it so that your case would be dismissed? The lawyer asked again. The witness replied, no, sir. Who first took the stand in September? Why were you? McFarlane quizzed. The witness said, because I didn't want to waste the court's time, sir. Asked whether he knew that by implicating Blackman in his statements, it would help him. The witness said he had no vendetta against Blackman, pointing out that he had spoken about all the gang members. In other words, it's not Blackman alone me snitching on, sir. Me telling on everybody in the gang, sir. So it's nothing personal against Blackman, sir. I just want to help clean up Jamaica. Under further questioning from the attorney McFarlane, who insisted that his motive for testifying against the gang members was purely selfish, the witness said this. The witness said, I was only doing the right thing, sir. The attorney fired back, for yourself? And then the person replied, no, for everybody in the country, sir, and for all of Spanish Town. The attorney further took the witness to task over his indications to the court that Brian had issued orders to other gang members to kill several individuals, which were all carried out. So he said to him, I suggest to you, Blackman gave none of those orders to kill those people. All those stories you have told are not true. This is what the attorney said. Going on to also put question marks on aspects of the witness testimony relating to the collection of extortion money by the supposed gangsters in Spanish Town. Blackman did no such thing. He was not extorting anyone and he did not give any orders to kill anyone. The witness answered in court, all of them are true, sir. That means yes, he did give those orders and they were carried out and they were extorting money in the Spanish Town area. Again, the attorney took him to task over aspects of his testimony that the lawyer said were not in sync with the statements that he had given to police in 2020. Meaning, when he testified or gave information to the police in 2020 and 2018 to get himself out of trouble, the things that he is saying now is not the same things that he said back then. So the story is not adding up. The witness then insisted that he had not lied, but said that he had only been nervous because it was my first time giving a statement to the police, sir. You see what I'm saying to you people? This man, now here you have an attorney who is able to take him to court and press him and say, but wait, now you see him one snitch on them in a 2018. And then you do it again in a 2020, both times when you got caught up and you exchange these informations so that your charges could be dropped. So how come now in 2021 you're saying something different from what you said in 2018 or 2020 to the police in statements that were given? And the witness replied and said, me did nervous, sir, because this was my first time giving a statement to the police. So my story did shake because I was nervous. I'm not buying that. Anyways, let me stick to the script. Said McFarlane now, the attorney. The attorney says, you're a liar. and sometimes your lies catch up with you. The witness shouts back, I am no liar, sir. Don't say lawyers don't tell lies too, sir, the witness said, seeming somewhat frustrated. The attorney said, don't bring lawyer into this. I don't tell lies, the witness stated, making an allowance that his memory might have lapsed in some instances. He, however, maintained that he had not lied under oath, but had simply gone into more details with his testimony than in his statement to the police. See, so back then, it was a statement given to the police. You know, you give testimony in court. When you go to police and police write down stuff, you give a statement, right? All right. So he gave a statement, and he's saying now, because they're poking holes in it and comparing what he said back then to what he said now, and it's not adding up, and he's saying it's because he was nervous, it was because it was his first time talking to the police. He's admitting now that maybe my memory did lapse a little in certain parts of the story, so there are some differences, but I'm no liar. I'm not telling any lies, sir. I came here and I swear on the Bible to tell the truth. As I said, I was nervous talking to the police for the first time. I never went down into details before, the witness said. Nothing that he had not mentioned some aspects referred to by the attorney from his statement because he was not asked. So when the attorney asked him certain things, he said, I just never talk about them because you didn't ask me about them. Hey man, Mister, and we'll take his name out of this. Mister, I am putting it to you that the accounts that you have given about all these incidents are not true. I am suggesting to you that you have lied about Andre Blackman Bryan giving all these different instructions and so on because you were doing it to save yourself, is what the attorney said. All the incidents, and then this is what the witness replied and said, all the incidents I have given are true, sir. I went down into details and I said exactly what happened, sir. I don't tell no lie on Andre Bryan, sir. Andre Bryan is the leader of the gang, I am sure, insisted the witness, who yesterday told the courts that he the witness, was from an upscale community with some of the best neighborhoods and the most powerful people on the island of Jamaica. Listen up good enough. Listen up good. When the attorney said you are lying, and I can see that you are lying to save yourself, the witness replied, all the incidents I have given are true, sir. I went down into details and said exactly what happened, sir. I don't tell no lie on Andre Bryan, sir. Andre Bryan is the leader of the gang, I'm sure, insisted the witness, who yesterday told the court that he, the witness, was from, he said, officer or sir, I am from an upscale community with some of the best neighborhoods and powerful people. All 33 accused who are being tried under an indictment containing 25 counts, when arraigned on September 20th, at the start of the trial, all pleaded not guilty to the charges against them. Now it is up to the court's prosecution to prove that the case they have against them is solid and they should be put away based on this. It is their duty, the 33, to get good lawyers, fight their case, and try to free themselves. The offenses for which they are being charged includes being part of a criminal organization, that's 1. Murder, that's 2. Conspiracy to murder, that's 3. Arson, that's 4. Illegal possession of firearm, that's 5. And illegal possession of ammunition, that's 6. and that is all 33 of them. Brian is charged with, among other things, being the leader of a criminal organization which is noted on these court papers as the Klansman / One Don Gang. Witness number 2, who is one of the 2 key witnesses among 42 that the prosecution intends to call, has been testifying in courtroom number 1 of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston before Chief Justice Brian Sykes. Listen to me. They have 42 witnesses. This is witness number 2. Woo! This is going to be a long trial. I don't know if you know it, but the Vybz Kartel trial was about the longest trial they had ever seen in Jamaican history. Well, I think this trial is going to be even longer because the prosecution has 42 witnesses. Bomba. You know what this is? Everybody start turn upon everybody to save themselves right now. This is all that this could be. And all this could lead to more gun battles out in the streets and more bloodshed. He has claimed to be the gang's banker. This particular witness who is speaking now, you wanted to know what was his position before? Him wasn't no trigger man. He claims that he was the gang's banker and that Blackman's personal driver is what he was as well, among other things. All monies that were collected, he claims, were stashed in his refrigerator at his upscale home and was used to buy guns and gunshots and to pay lawyer fees, as well as to buy food and make payments for rental cars and to give to members of the gangs who made their requests known for funds through Blackman. So when the gang members wanted some money, they would go to Blackman and say, Blackman, you know, I need a thing. And Blackman would have said, all right then, here what. He would determine if they get it or not. And then he would approve and he would make his call to this particular person, allegedly, who is now testifying against him. And then he would say, yo, when Scrubber come around later, just know say him come for pick up that. So make sure say him get XYZ amount. It had to be approved first by Blackman. This is the testimony of this individual. The money was kept in a refrigerator at his house in an upscale neighborhood where nobody would not suspect. Some of the beautifulest neighborhoods in Jamaica, he said, with powerful people living in that same community. And there lies another one. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Not only that, but at the same time, please remember that we are following the series and we will be labeling them video number 1, video number 2, video number 3. If you miss a part, then you might miss the whole thing. Our disclaimer before we close this video is this. We are not claiming to be anybody that have any inside detail. We not bust out nobody's secret over here upon SouFLoTV. All we are doing is compiling all of the goings and happenings of this trial, the interesting points and where it is going. And every now and then we might seep in a little bit of our opinion based on the information that is at hand. We not in nobody business. Alright? So stay with us, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video. What a macabre. I'm out. Peace.